CGI guys, my name is Ionwe and welcome to this new Blender tutorial where we're today going to create this frosty, steamy window scene. It's going to be a really easy and simple tutorial, really quick. Why not a tutorial with difficult techniques and new techniques? Well, there's a reason for that. I'm working on a concept of a VFX short movie. It's going to be really awesome. And that short movie is really VFX intense, like full body motion capture. I've never seen that on Google or YouTube. Nobody did that. So I'm really hoping that I can work that out. It's a new technique that I tried and try to work out. Object tracking, green screen compositing, camera tracking, all that kind of stuff, exploding stuff. It's gonna be super awesome. And once I made that, I like to break the scenes down, create tutorials about it, and show it you guys so you can create this VFX as well. So that would be very awesome. But today we're gonna create this scene. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with an empty scene, and this video was a little bit inspired of this picture right here. I'm gonna try to recreate it, just be inspired of it. Still, this tutorial is gonna be really exciting because I'm gonna show you an early version of Bark Elements. And if you don't know what Bark Elements is, it's a material pack that I'm working on with Blendmaster. So that's the textures that we're gonna use, so you can preview that already. Let's go to the first step and make that window. So let's make this part first. We're gonna use Bark Elements for that. Open up Image as Planes. Let's go to Bark Elements and like that. Okay. This is how it works. As you can see right here, we have all the textures, but don't append this one. Don't use this one because it's not color corrected. It has shadows and stuff. It's just for the preview. So if you want number 15, you just go to the map of number 15, and there are the color, displacement, normal, occlusion, and specular. So we're gonna use the color, and let's just do the material first. It's a little bit weird, but I really want to show you how you use the Bark Element. So we're gonna use a PBR shader. You can also use a I didn't do screencast again. And nice. Okay. You can also use the PBR shader from Blender Guru or anything else. I used it from Blender Brit because I really like that guy, really awesome tutorials. Show him some love. Anyways, we're gonna duplicate this one, and we say non-color data, and we're gonna open the specular. And a specular is the invert version of the roughness, so we need to invert it back. We're gonna add a color, invert, and now it's gonna be PBR again. Gonna duplicate it again, and I'm gonna use that normal. Set it into the normal and get a normal map. Okay, like that. Okay. Where is my sun? There it is, so you can see the specular a little bit better. I actually like it that it's so specular. So you can also just use a group less or more slider from Blender Guru. If you don't want that, you can also use a contrast node or a color ramp like this. Color ramp. Anyways, I actually like it. So we're gonna keep it like this, and let's model. It's gonna be really easy. Or planks. So let's go into edit mode. And first of all, I want to change the UV map. I'm gonna extrude it in the Z-axis, a scale Y down to a nice plank. Scale that down like this. And now I'm gonna press UV Smart UV Project, and I need to rotate it in the UV image editor. Scale the Y down until it fits. Let's open it up. Let's see, it's this one. Scale the Y even more. Actually can scale it up too. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. That's really nice. Okay, and now it's just a Shift D, duplicate it, and then change the UV map of that one. Like that. Let's get into material. Set it a little bit closer. Shift D again. And we're gonna select those two faces, so the 3D cursor in the middle, like that. And then we're gonna add in a plane. Scale the Y, X down, like this. Scale the X a little bit more. Let's see. And then E, make sure it's on the Z axis, and scale it a little bit down, like that. Gonna press Ctrl L to select all the related faces. UV Smart UV Project, and it needs to be rotated as well. So rotate it, and it needs to be scaled down as well, definitely. Let's see if it is really stretched out. Little bit. Let's see if I can fix it. That's already better. Yeah, it's okay. Can I move it? That's better. Okay, and let's Shift D it. Right there. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's add some bolts. We're gonna select that face, cursor to select it, add in a cylinder, and we're gonna press F6, or you can do it right here, by the way, and we're gonna just set this to like 8. So F6 is a property panel, but it's the same as this one. Okay, we're gonna scale it down. Gonna scale it on the Z axis as well. Scale it down, and let's create a new material. New, assign it, and we're gonna make this a PBR metal that isn't right here. So we're just gonna use a glossy, because this is gonna be so small, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna add in a map, image texture, open it up, and now I'm just gonna use textures from Polygon. Let's see, metal, a little bit of smooth one. Yeah, let's use this one, is pretty good. Let's UV unwrap it real quickly. Should be fine. Shift D, doesn't really matter. Let's go to crunch and get this one into the roughness. That's a little bit more variation. That looks pretty good. Did we assign it? I don't know. Anyways, let's take a look. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Scale it down and get it right there. Shift, oh, not right there. Needs to be above a plank, just like this one. And I like to get that one right there. Rotate it on the X axis, I need to say. And now select all of them with Ctrl L, Shift D, and bring it right there. Tap. Okay, that's nice. But the edges are unrealistically sharp, so we go back into edit mode. Gonna select everything. Gonna press W and search for bevel, and we're gonna bevel it a little bit. Let's see, that's too much, which I like. That's what we want. Great. That is pretty nice. Let's open our reference image. Let's see. Let's create this part. Okay, let's go and make this window stuff. I'm gonna get this out of the way. Gonna add in a plane. Let's see, there it is. Gonna go to edit mode, scale it on the x-axis. Gonna press X, only face, then go into wire mode, E, extrude it. Make sure it's all a little bit even. Why? No, X. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, so AA selected all, A, and make sure it's on the Z-axis, being extruded. And let's select it all, UV unwrap Smart UV project, set this a little bit higher, and let's give it the same material as the rest, this wood material. Okay, that needs to be rotated and stuff. Actually, it really doesn't have to be. Go to material. I want this to be at the same level. Okay, fine with that. Rotate it and scale it. Let's open it up because it's now a little bit too much guessing work. So like that. So just select, because here is gonna be the this thing, so you don't gonna see that. UV unwrap it. A, rotate it 90 degrees, scale it down, scale it in the x-axis, G it up. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, that's nice. I see that this isn't so nice, so I'm gonna also select this, UV unwrap it. I rotate it 90 degrees, scale it down, G it, scale X. That's better. Okay, I'm sorry. It's a UV unwrap now. And don't worry about those faces right here, because we're just gonna do like this, whoop, and ta-da. Nothing to worry about. Okay, let's go and Shift S cursor to select it, and add in a plane again. Wait, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna add mesh images planes, and let's go to documents, and let's search for our glass map. Shall we do this one? This one is really awesome, actually. I'm gonna do this one. Let's go to material. Okay, rotate it, set 180 degrees, scale it up. Wow, it's perfect. Wow. Like I planned it. Wow. Okay, that is really nice. It's gonna be a little bit different, so I'm not gonna make that raster. Oh, this is pretty good, actually. Didn't expect that. I didn't plan it out like that, but it doesn't matter. Let's Shift D this one, rotate set 90 degrees, and get it right there. Okay, I like that. I like that. So we're gonna just do that. How to create that glass map? Well, what I did, I just searched for, I combined a couple of maps. Let's see. Let's see which maps. I used this one and combine it with this one. This one was the snow, I guess. And then I also combined it with a this stripes, to make that glassy thing, like you see that stripes right there. And then I just get it into a photo editing program and make this out of it, and then just painted this thing black, because everything that is black will be completely transparent, and everything that is white will be rough or like snowy. So let's see. This is not the actual shader. We're gonna improve it, because let's make this an actual glass shader. Glass shader, and get this one into the roughness like that one. Make this a non. Oh, I didn't do it. Like that. Okay, and let's add in a color RAM so we have a little bit more control. And I'm gonna close this one because it takes too much render time. Gonna watch it from the back so we have some light to see. Okay, I like it, but there can be a little bit more contrast. If you have the node Wrangler enabled, you can press Shift Control to view this color ramp right there. And I'm gonna give it a little bit more black, so it's a little bit more transparent overall. Like that, a little bit more white. And okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, let's go and add the house. Okay, let's add in a mesh images planes. Go to Bog Elements, and I like to use, I think I'm gonna go with number 1. Apply that one. It's really small, so I'm gonna go to Edit Mode and scale it up. Scale it up a little bit. And I'm gonna scale it up a little bit at the y-axis, a little bit. It's pretty much it's a little bit too much, I think. Anyways, I'm gonna select it. Go to Material tab, and this is way too much. It should be rotated as well. I rotated. Yeah, like that. And we're gonna scale it up. As you can see, the textures are all seamless. That is pretty nice. Gonna scale it up a little bit more, I think. What is realistic? I don't know. Okay, that's pretty okay. And by the way, I forgot to do this raster to bevel it. So I'm gonna select everything. And I'm gonna press W, bevel. And I'm gonna bevel it a little bit. Like that. Pretty good. Okay, back to our plane. Let's see. Our plane. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just select this material, or first material, or bark element color, number 15, and I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna paste it right here. And now I'm just gonna shift space to get in full screen of our node editor. And I'm just gonna select all our maps again. This is for the color, this is for the specular, and this is for the normal. And this time I'm gonna press Shift A, go to Factor, and get a bump. We're gonna use a bump map. We're gonna use the displacement as a bump map, because I like to have a little extra right here. Oh, like that. So that is nice. Shift space again. What? Yeah, okay. He was slow. I thought, what happened? But anyways, we're back. Let's preview this material. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. And let's go add a loop cut right there. And before you do, make sure you have correct UVs, because otherwise your material will look really weird. And add loop cut again, add a loop cut, and add a loop cut. And let's delete this face, like that. Okay, now we're gonna select everything. I'm gonna do it like that, or box selects with B. And I'm gonna press R, Y, rotate it 90 degrees. Okay, this is our window. Okay, pretty happy with that. Let's go and add another images planes, and this time it's gonna be hey, pictures, one back should be there it is. And I'm gonna select this living room right here, and I'm gonna change the material of it and set it to an emission. I'm gonna set the strength to 0.3. Gonna scale it up. Get to the material. Rotate it. And rotate it Y like that. And I'm gonna scale it up like this. So now if we position our camera like that, that one should be covering that a little bit more, I see. Now it looks like there is something behind it, so that's pretty good. I like to make this a night scene, and I like to change the camera a little bit. I like to have some depth of field in it, I think. And this HDR right here is Pro Lightning Skies I bought. I like to have it a night scene. So go to your node editor and go to world settings. And as you can see, this is the Pro Lightning Skies shader. We go back to our background. We're going to press Shift A, go to texture and environment texture. And let's open it up. And this was just a free one that I found on Google. And it's one of night sky, which one I really like. And now there is no light, which is a little bit sad because this looks really bit boring. I understand. So we're going to add in a spot. Oh, I forgot to get a new chapter. Like, well, let's go to the next step. But it doesn't matter. Anyways, we go to show cone because I want to see what happened. And rotate it on the Y axis like this. This is a little bit like the moon. Oh, that's silly. Okay, let's give it a little bit of a moony color. A moony color, yeah. Like that. And that's pretty good. I think I like this one a little bit stronger, just to have a little bit more contrast in the scene. But yes, okay. And let's go and go crazy. We're gonna add a cube. Gonna go to edit mode, scale it up, scale Z up like this. Make sure it fills the scene. Scale Z down like that. Gonna make a new new material, volume scatter, and put this into the volume. Set this to 0.03 is good, I think. Oh, that's really small. I think 0.3 is what I did. Yes. 0.1 should be better. And let's power this one up even more. 2000. Okay, that's pretty nice. I don't like this background. I don't like it. I'm gonna move it as well. Let's hide this one to speed up the render. So we need some shadow to get some variation in the scene. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add in a mesh images as planes. And I'm going to pictures, textures, backdrops, and you can find some free ones, by the way. Backdrops, and I like this one pretty much because it has a lot of branches, yes. Oh, I forgot something. Let's do it again. Mesh images planes, and make sure you use alpha so we don't have to key it out ourselves. So now it's pretty lovely keyed. Rotate it, set 90 degrees, rotate it Y 90 degrees, scale it up, and bring it somewhere behind the camera. Okay. Okay, we go to the lamp settings and get that size down. Maybe 1. Okay. Well, that is pretty much it. I'm gonna render it, and I will see you in the next tutorial. And it's gonna be really awesome, as I told you in the intro. It's gonna be like VFX stuff and stuff. But I'm gonna work it on it. I'm sorry this tutorial was a little bit boring and it was a little bit it's so basic and stuff. But it's gonna pay off in the next few tutorials. So I hope to see you then, and bye.